Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, my name is Sephora. I am an attorney and a life coach, and I help ambitious women set the path to success by removing limiting beliefs, changing to an abundance mindset, and creating an action plan for their goals. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you like videos like these having to do with upgrading your life, leveling up, and just becoming a better you, then make sure you click and check out my Upgrade Your Life playlist. And also click the link in my bio to download your free guide to leveling up your life in 7 steps. This video is going to be all about how to glow up and reinvent yourself in your mid to late 20s. Woo! Very exciting. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So in your mid to late 20s, obviously this is like a time when usually most women are getting settled into their, I shouldn't say most women, usually when a lot of women are getting settled into their careers, they're becoming more confident and more firm in who they are and what they want to do with their lives, or they're on a path to rediscovery. Regardless of where you are, and whether you're on a path to rediscovery, whether you're trying to have another glow up, whether you're trying to reinvent yourself, whether you're trying to just become more stable and become a more established and well-versed high value. I actually don't really like that word that much. It's such like a buzzword that people throw out, but whatever. Become a high frequency woman who is, you know, very just proud of who she is and has a lot to offer the world. Then this video is going to be full of tips just for women like you. So the first tip I have for you is you need to get financially literate. So have financial literacy. There are a couple of things I have to say on this subject, and maybe I'll make a whole nother video so that this one doesn't go too long. But the first thing I will say is have a budget, and have multiple budgets. So the way I go about this is, right, I have my actual budget, and so this is my budget based on my full-time job as an attorney, the salary that I make. I have that budget, which usually is like my personal expenses, like other stuff, like, okay, groceries, like just like everyday living, right? Like what I need on a daily basis to live, right? And then I also have my goal budget, or my $1 million budget, which is where I have my aspirational budget, like how much I want to be making a month. And then I also have a budget for my business. So this is like my business, where my money for my business is going to go. I also pay myself a salary out of my business, and so those are my 3 different budgets, right? My personal budget, my business budget, and then my $1 million budget, which is again like my goal or aspirational budget. So my personal budget, again, that is my full-time job income, and that is dispersed in a variety of different ways through my personal expenses, but also this is how much I'm going to invest in a month. This is how much I'm going to put aside for my emergency savings. So you need to make sure you have an emergency savings. This is how much I'm going to put aside for vacations. This is how much I'm going to put aside for gifts. This is how much I'm going to put aside for tithing, right? So that my personal budget. Then I have my business budget. This is how much of a salary I am going to pay myself. And so if I'm paying myself, however often I'm paying myself, I'm going to pay myself weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever it may be. This is what I'm going to pay myself. And then I have like this is my operating expenses, how much it costs to run my business. This is my like putting aside for my taxes, and so on and so forth, right? So those are the 3 different budgets I have. I highly recommend creating at least 2 of those budgets. If you don't have a business, you would have your personal budget and then your $1 million budget. And some people would combine their personal budget with their business budget, but I just like to keep everything separate. So gaining that financial literacy is very important, because you have to be financially literate in order to have a really successful life, or live the life that you want to live, to make sure that you are putting aside money for retirement, you are investing, you are increasing your wealth in a variety of different ways. So I just gave you some ideas there. One thing too that I would say that is really helpful is books to read. I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. I hope I said his name correctly. That's a very good book to read. And then Profit First. That's the method that I use in my business, is a profit first method, which basically means like you're paying yourself first. So those are 2 books that I think would be good to read to help you with financial literacy. There are also tons of YouTube channels, tons of like social media, tons of information out there just about getting financially literate, like learning what to invest in, learning where to put your money, how much to save, all that type of stuff, although it can vary. So that's my first tip I have for you guys. My second tip is finding other high value women who are likewise on the same journey as you to improving themselves and to making sure that they are becoming the best versions of themselves. Of course, if you want to become the best you that you can, one way, and one like highly recommended way to do that is by surrounding yourself with women who are likewise likewise on the same journey or who are likewise aiming for the same things. Because when you are in a group of people who have the similar goals or who are working on themselves, you have no choice but to do the same. And so it's going to likewise rub off on you and make you a better person. You can go and find these high value women in a variety of different places, right? So look in your area if there are any clubs you can join, if there are any organizations you can join. Search up like when networking events are going on. You can like Google is your best friend here. I know, for example, like there's golf clubs, there's tons of clubs that you can join, right? Tons of different organizations. Facebook groups for sure. Find something that you like, travel, gardening, whatever it may be. Join the Facebook group and find other women in your area who are, you know, maybe on the same journey. The other thing you can do is go on Bumble Friends, of course, and find other women there as well. I think when you also present yourself as this type of person, you're more likely to attract those type of people into your life. And so this is too, outside of like clubs, organizations, Facebook groups, and Bumble and all the other online stuff, is actually just putting yourself out there. So going out there and meeting them in person, you know, and being a sociable person, not really just being on your phone the entire time. Tip number 3 that I have for leveling up and reinventing yourself in your mid to late 20s, changing your wardrobe. I have definitely gone through wardrobe shifts in different stages of my life because, you know, when you're in college, you're like, it's more like, this is definitely more like the party girl scene, more like, yeah, the skimpy, like no matter where it is you're going. So consider changing your wardrobe. Like, does your wardrobe match who it is you want to be and who it is you want to represent to the world? I'm not going to tell you what to wear. You wear what you feel good in, you wear what you want to wear. I'm just saying, ask yourself if your wardrobe currently represents who you want to be and how you want to present yourself. So for me personally, I changed my wardrobe literally not too long ago because I was like, you know, I'm going through my closet and I don't really see anything that represents, you know, this boss babe, this businesswoman, this attorney who I am, right? Like, this is like literally who I am. And my clothes aren't representing that right now. And so let me go ahead and make this wardrobe shift so that it matches who I am today. So definitely doing that. And when you change your wardrobe, it will absolutely give you more confidence, make you feel more empowered to be the person that you are trying to become today. Number 4 is doing a full detox. So I'm not only talking, I am talking about detoxing internally. So, you know, food, green smoothies, however that detox may look for you. Stop eating as much junk food, stop eating out as much, try to get more healthy, but also detox on your life. So take a look at your life and ask yourself who in your life is keeping you down, who in your life is keeping you stagnant, who in your life isn't really contributing to you, or the only thing they have to contribute is negativity. Because those types of people are the people you want to, you gotta go, sister. Kick them out of your life because they aren't contributing to this new version of who you want to become. I've definitely, you know, as I've gotten older, said, you know, you outgrow relationships, and that is okay. You definitely can outgrow relationships. And when you do, it is okay to either cut back on the level of communication or only talk to them on an as needed basis, right? Because they no longer fit within who you are trying to become, and that is okay. So when you're going through that detox, just ask yourself who is in your life currently who no longer really fits this new vision of who it is you're trying to become. The 5th tip that I have for you is develop healthy habits. So if you aren't already meal prepping, if you aren't already getting in like your vegetables, you know, your all your healthy fruits and all that stuff, definitely start getting those healthy habits in on a regular basis because you are getting older. You're not old. You are by no means old, but you are getting older, and so you do need these to make sure you have a healthy body, healthy inside, and healthy mind and all that good stuff. Also, start exercising regularly. It's better to start now. It's better to start years ago, but it's better now than later, so that when you are older, you don't develop a whole host of problems or you're struggling to actually get on this exercise train. So make sure that you get this exercise in now. Figure out what it is you like to do. Pilates, group classes, gym, whatever it may be, walking, you know, figure that out and start doing that and develop a concrete routine that can help you reach this next level of success in your life through developing healthy habits. Tip number 6 that I have for you guys is level up in your faith. I don't know about you, but I've always found that when I get closer to God, when I get more deep in God's word and how he's speaking to me, and I can hear and understand when he's speaking to me, I notice a level up or a shift in my own life, and I can then represent who it is I want to become because I've gotten that much closer with God, because I understand what it is he is trying to say to me. Number 7, the 7th tip that I have for you guys to have a glow up in your mid to late 20s is doing some introspection. If you don't engage in this on a daily basis, then I definitely, daily or weekly, but on a regular basis. If you don't engage in this on a regular basis, then I definitely encourage it. But ask yourself what parts of yourself could use some work, what parts of yourself could use changing, whether that's your attitude, whether you get angry easily, whether you are not tapping into your feminine energy, whatever it is you want to change. Do some introspection and actually start working on that, right? Write that into your goal list, add that into your action plan so that you can start working on it on a daily basis. The 8th and final tip that I have for you guys is your outer beauty, of course. So I talked about your wardrobe, but when it comes to your outer beauty, of course, ask yourself, how are you doing your makeup? Ask yourself if you're doing your makeup. Ask yourself if you're doing your hair. Ask yourself if you are representing to the world and also to yourself who it is you want to be and how you want to feel about yourself. So if you say when you get up in the morning or when you want to go outside, you want to feel like, wow, like I feel amazing because I look amazing, then make sure that you're putting yourself in that position every single day. You know, doing your hair every day, doing your makeup every day, getting dressed every day, actually becoming that person who you are trying to be now, right in this very moment. And so whether that's I'm gonna put on some blush, a little bit of foundation, some lipstick, different for every single person, but actually start doing that and learn the techniques that look good on you. So when I was in undergrad, I definitely did my makeup a lot different than I do it now. Even when I was in law school, I do it different than I do it now. It's more subtle, it's more like soft glam, you know, so understanding what types of makeup looks look good on you and if it represents the woman that you are trying to become. So those are the tips that I have for you guys if you are trying to level up in your mid to late 20s. If you guys liked this video, then definitely comment down below and let me know which tip you are going to implement in your mid to late 20s, and let me know if you want to see another video on this, because I've definitely got tons more tips on how to have a glow up in your mid to late 20s, and I hope to see you guys on my next one. Don't forget to subscribe and also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Sephora Gray Esquire, that's ESQ for short, and click the playlist to watch more videos just like this one. Upgrade your life. I will see you guys on my next one. Thanks, bye.